Good morning, afternoon, and or evening. My name is Derek, Professor Silly, and welcome to my series focused on the history of heavy metal albums. I'll be listening to a selection of albums in chronological release date order, giving my honest reactions, opinions, and then eventually finally rating the album. It has proven very true that as we move through this history, there will be many disagreements on what we consider to be heavy metal music. My criteria that I am using is any album that has been listed as important to heavy metal, whether it be in a book or a magazine or a list online by some publisher, I consider fair game. I may not think it's heavy metal. You may not think it's heavy metal, but somebody thinks it's important to heavy metal, and therefore I'm including it. Well, who the heck am I, and why does my opinion matter? It doesn't. I'm just a dude. I did play heavy metal in my younger years in high school from the age of 15 until 18. I played in a heavy metal cover band, playing in biker bars and things like that with a bunch of older musicians. I was the youngest of the bunch as the bass player. And then I discovered other kinds of music and kind of grew away from metal after a little while. But I continue to be a fan of some heavy metal to this very day. Some of my favorite albums are heavy metal albums. Now, in the interest of keeping this as fair use, I will not be pausing the music, but I will be commenting over the music as I see fit. That's going to keep everything on the up and up and prevent any of these from not being able to be seen in most of the world. Some of the videos are not visible in Russia or Belarus, but oh well, not my problem. I am also dubious of only hearing something once. So my approach here is to listen to the album, give my reactions and such, and then to listen to the album for a full week while at the gym, while walking home from the gym, in my car, etc. And then at the end of the week, giving my final thoughts and finally rating the album. Lastly, if there is an album that you think I should definitely include in this history of heavy metal albums, please let me know. If I can find documentation that somebody else has listed it as heavy metal, I will gladly include it. If I've already passed the release date, I'll still listen to it and review it as a short. I just want to do a full episode. I want to keep these full episodes in chronological release date order. Deep Purple Machine Head. I am familiar with this album. This is not a first-time listen. It was my favorite Deep Purple album. It was the only Deep Purple album I'd ever heard, though. Since then, I've listened to Deep Purple in Rock and Fireball. Both those albums are really good. Wow. They're both really good. How is Machine Head going to stack up to those two? I feel like they might be better, but I don't know. That's what we're here to find out. This has been listed as an important album to heavy metal by no less than IGN, Kerrang, and Screen Rant. 3 different lists that I've come across have all listed this album. So I have to include it. Yeah. So let's get to it, right? Most of these songs are, I think, familiar to many people. We shall see. And before I hit play, I should mention this was recorded in December of 1971, but then released March 30th, 1972. There are 7 tracks, and it starts off with Highway Star. Everything I love about the other Deep Purple albums, I feel is personified in this one, really. Anticipated the Lord keyboards. It sounds so good on headphones. Oh, bass. My collar here. I'm noticing with a lot of the proto-rock that I'm listening to, proto-metal, I don't like keyboards. John Lord's the exception. Not just his playing, it's his tone too. It's a killer tone for a keyboard. It doesn't sound like a church organ, you know? Car, girl, and hair. All important things. This guitar solo. Perfection. This may be the most metal guitar solo we've heard so far. I can see why this would be considered at least proto-metal. Yes. All right. What can you say? It's Highway Star. Perfection. It's just such a good song. Everything about it. Like I was saying during, like I find that in general, whether I like something or not is largely dependent on whether it has keyboards in it. Very often, more often than not, the Uriah Heep keyboards kind of. I mean, there's keyboards in there, right? If I remember right, and it got a little proggy. Not really my thing. There's another. The proto metal album I'm listening to this week, in addition, because I'm going back in time for it, is also very proggy, very keyboard oriented, and I don't like the keyboards in it at all. That's why we're probably going to see our first F tier album here shortly. I won't spoil who it is. This is the exception. John Lord, like, he may be my favorite keyboard player of all time. Would that be true? How many more keyboard players do I know, really? I mean, of bands that I really, really like. I mean, I suppose there's Roddy Bottum from Faith No More. This is cooler. Roddy Bottom does some cool stuff, but this is cooler. It's not just the mustache. It's more than the mustache. And then that guitar solo. Oh my God, it's just utter perfection. The changes, which I'm assuming is largely the bass player songwriting. It seems like he was a big part of the songwriting structure of this Mark II Deep Purple. The changes between solos and stuff are fantastic. They're perfect. Did I mention that I think this is perfect? Is it metal? I don't know if it's metal, but it certainly seems proto-metal at the very least. It seems influential on what metal we're going to get to, certainly. All right, track 2 is going to be Maybe I'm a Leo. Great groove. Sounds absolutely so much better on headphones than I've ever noticed. One thing I'm noticing in terms of things I like versus things I don't like. I'm thinking about the other album I'm listening to right now. Deep Purple's not afraid to have instruments double up on parts, but they know when to do it and when not to do it. And I think that's key. Oh, great choice by the bass player there. Nice chromatic change around. Nice drum fill there. I love that the keyboards and guitar during the vocals are doing their own little thing underneath. Nice. Normally, I wouldn't expect a second guitar solo in a song unless it was like probably Ted Nugent or something. I think it was an Amboy Duke song. It's got like 3 guitar solos in it. God damn it, Ted. Seriously. But here, like, it's got a totally different feel than the first one. Mostly because it's an outro. Oh, I'm looking forward to watching more live stuff from them in the coming weeks. And then the Live Made in Japan live stream is coming up here in a month or 2, probably closer to 2, because people keep telling me more albums to listen to, which is great. I'm not complaining. I'm loving the interactions I'm having with folks. So keep the suggestions coming, because already most stuff that people have suggested I've ended up really liking. Some of it I haven't, but most of it I have. That song's way better on headphones than... That has never been my favorite Deep Purple song. On headphones, there was a lot of little nuances in there happening that I had never noticed before, which is great. I love hearing it. All right, next. Pictures of Home. I don't remember which song this is. Let's find out. Oh yeah, okay. Swirl. Yes. Bass solo! Let it fade out. All the way out. Okay. Some cool stuff happening in that one. I don't think it's quite as tight as the first two, but still damn good. All right. That brings us to Never Before, and that will close out side one of the album. Groovy. Guitar's got a bit of a chicken feel to it. Oh yeah, okay. These are all songs that I'm very familiar with, but I didn't know the names of them necessarily. I like the melody here. Strong, strong Beatles feel here, but heavier. Nice key change. Or, yeah. Little honky-tonk style piano playing. Ooh, and pause. Oh, I'm so glad. I mean, I love hearing new stuff, but if you had asked me anytime in the past 10 years, 10 years or so, what's your favorite album from the 1970s? There's a decent chance I would have picked this one. And it's not disappointing, listening to it on headphones. Not disappointing at all. We haven't even got to my favorite song on the album yet. Sorry, I'm getting excited. Right. Next is Smoke on the Water. Not my favorite of the bunch. It's a great song, but no. It narrows it down to two that could be my favorite. Is it Lazy or is it Space Truckin'? I think you probably already know which of those is actually my favorite. Let's do Smoke on the Water, right? Iconic guitar intro. That bass tone.
We all came out to Montreux on the Lake Geneva shoreline to make records with a
bass. What's his name? Is it Glover? Glover? Yeah, Roger Glover. The link I'm going to include in the notes. This is actually a little video. I'm trying not to watch it right now. Looks entertaining though. Nice lick. Love the vocal harmony there. When I'm listening in my car, I tend to sing the harmony parts of things like this. Again, the bass part behind is so good. I can tell the difference between an actual bass player and a guitar player playing the bass. There's a huge difference. The thinking is just, a true bass player, the thinking is very different. That vocal performance, man, it's so good. I could sing the harmonies, just mute myself. You're welcome for muting myself there. No one needs to hear that. Oh, not overrated as a song. It deserves its reputation.
Break a leg, Frank.
Frank did, in fact, break his leg. Not at the performance that got burned down, but at a subsequent performance. Not only broke his leg, but also crushed his larynx and put him out of commission for performing and singing for quite a while, a year or so. But a great album came out of it. Not a metal album, the Grand Wazoo. Zappa from his wheelchair wrote fusion jazz. Ainsley Dunbar, who wrote The Warning, which was on the Black Sabbath album, was his drummer at the time and continued playing with him for the Grand Wazoo, but then went on to form Journey, I believe, after that. before the one singer joined. I've heard the first Journey album. It's surprisingly heavy, not metal. I haven't seen it listed anywhere as metal. So, no Journey on this journey. But okay. That brings us to Lazy. Second to last song, the penultimate song. I forget what this one is. Cool effects on the keyboard sound overall. Some kind of filter. This one's not ringing a bell yet. Okay. Yeah, I know this one. Of course I do. There's vocals in this, I'm pretty sure. That's lick is very similar to what he does on Highway Star. Nice fade over. There it is.
You just stay in bed. You lay there. You just stay in bed.
Very bluesy.
You don't want no money. You don't clutch no straw, no, no. If you're drowning, you don't clutch no straw. You don't want to live, don't want to cry no more, no more.
And in case it didn't feel bluesy enough, let's throw some harmonica in on there.
Well, my plan ain't done no good. I said my plan ain't done no good. You don't make no effort, no, not like you should. Lazy! You just stay in bed. Lazy! Stay in bed. You don't want no money, you don't want no bread.
Another key change. Cool transition. Yes. Amazing bass playing. It's so easy to just not give a shit when playing the blues and just phone it in, and you're not getting that there. That's everybody bringing their A game to it and making it and elevating it to what could have been a boring ass blues song into something that's actually pretty cool. Sorry, blues is not my favorite thing. And as evidenced by, like, on Uriah Heep, Lucy Blues, that's the kind of blues that I just can't get into. It's a little bit bluesier than I like, but I didn't dislike it. No, that's excellent. All right, now my favorite track on the album. Hands down, Space Truckin'. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's do it. Yes. Oh, that tone.
Well, we had a lot of luck on Venus. We always had a ball on Mars. We're meeting all the groovy people. We fight the Milky Way so far. We dance around with all the atoms.
Great lyrics.
We're space trucking round the stars. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go space trucking. Come on, come on, come on. Space trucking. Remember when we did the moonshot? I'm gonna take a leg away. We moved through the canal.
And that riff behind it's so goddamn heavy. Like I said, they know when to all play together and when not to all play together. Yes. A nice echo on them. The more I hear Blackmore, the more I appreciate just how tasty his licks are. Nice stereo. Descending bass. Again, great drums here too. Drums there again too. Oh, I remember the first time I heard that album or that song, and just love at first listen. I love that song too much. I remember running to my band rehearsal. I was playing in a psychedelic space rock band at the time. I was like, I misheard the lyrics. I thought he was saying Space Monkey. And I ran to my sax player. I was like, Aaron, who does the Space Monkey song? And we had a song called Monkeys in Outer Space. He's like, we do the Space Monkey song. I'm like, no. And then I sung it. And he's like, oh, that's Deep Purple. Go get Machine Head. You're out of the band until you go get Machine Head. And Led Zeppelin 2. And he had listed a couple other albums. Black Sabbath, Paranoid. Those might have been the three. There might have been a fourth one, but I don't remember. And yeah, Space Truckin'. One of my favorite trolls to do. If I go to a biker bar, if I'm in more of a biker bar and they're listening to like bad hard rock, like Creed and shit like that, if the jukebox has the live Deep Purple album with the 14-minute version of Space Truckin', I will put Space Truckin' on. Y'all motherfuckers in this bar, you're listening to some Deep Purple now, and get over it. So anyway, I'm going to listen to this for a whole week, and then I'll be right back. All right. I'm so excited. What can I say? I love this album. I love every track on this album. I don't think there's any songs that there's nothing about this album I find annoying. There's nothing about this album that I think doesn't rock. So it's moving up into the S tier for me. It's right up there neck and neck with Paranoid as far as it being just a perfect album. You'll notice it's not the same size as everything else. That's because it's proto-metal, sure. If I look back at my list, my notes, Machine Head is listed by IGN, by Kerrang, and by Screen Rant as being an important metal album. I don't agree with any of those three sources that this is actually metal. Proto-metal, sure. That nonetheless, that doesn't detract. I'm not going to rate something down just because it's not metal. I'm not going to rate something up because it is metal. I like more than just metal. And in this case, the hard rock / proto metal that is Deep Purple Machine Head, freaking perfect as far as I'm concerned. Such a good album. I'm adding it to my playlist. You will see my playlist. It's called Perfectly Metal. I'm including proto metal in there, but every song that I'm rating 5 stars, I'm putting on that playlist. If you want to listen to that while you're working out, feel free. If you don't, that's okay. I'm going to listen to it when I want to. So there is that. Next week, Captain Beyond. I'm actually kind of excited about Captain Beyond now that I've read a little bit more about it. It's apparently a supergroup with a bunch of people from other bands that I'm generally into. So, and it's the first album on this list that is going to be close to space rock, which is one of my most recent bands that I played in was a psychedelic space rock band. So I've got a soft spot for space rock, Hawkwind, the precursor to Motorhead. Yeah, good stuff. Hawkwind's not metal. It's not going on this list. It's not, I don't think it's proto-metal. It's definitely just space rock. It's its own thing. So yeah, that's next week. In the meantime, I am going to start focusing in which albums I'm reacting to on a weekly basis to make sure that we're getting to metal. Because so far, as you can see, the only things that I consider metal so far is the Black Sabbath. And even that is arguable. Black Sabbath is just kind of its own thing. They sowed the seeds that what would become metal. And in that sense, they are the perfect proto-metal band. Everything else I've listened to is either proto-metal or it's not metal at all. I want to get to some metal in this History of Metal channel. So I'm going to focus on stuff that's going to get us there. Everything else is going to start moving into shorts. I am going to listen to everything that's being suggested to me, and I will give my opinions on it, just not necessarily in this larger format. So in the meantime, you have a great rest of your whatever, and I will hopefully see you next week or before. Ta-ta.